came to the
Exactly.
community.
I'm trying to keep
It's just fun and just act the fool.
Yes, yes.
Oh, make sure you tell them the court stories. You know how when you was a kid?
Oh,
Yeah,
Lord.
because your mom is crazy.
There we go.
We used to watch
Sick.
Judge Judy and Judge Mathis. We make our own scripts.
Yeah.
You actually won an award, the Vol 9 Ohio Hip Hop Award. Y'all won for that media outlet thing.
Man, I don't even know. Yeah.
Like y'all won. He didn't even know he won.
What'd you say? Who was it?
You won the Boss Magazine 2009 Ohio Hip Hop Award. Congratulations.
That's legendary. That's legendary.
Fire.
Hey, how's it going, y'all? It's your boy Dash Resource, aka Peanut, and I'm here with a very, very legendary future legend.
Yeah.
Right now, you know, typically we give our flowers to people that, you know, have already done prominent things in our community. But we also want to highlight people that are actively doing things now, actually creating their legacy on right now. So we have a new thing we're launching right now called Voices from Our Community, and our very special first guest today is Angel Smith. Angel Walker.
That's all right.
That's okay.
We got it.
With the Dayton Urban Street
We actually
Dance.
got her name in text.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So we got any problem, just read the name.
Yes.
Angel Walker.
Angel Walker.
Yes.
From the Dayton Urban Street Dance. So we like to start off with origins. So like, where'd you grow up at?
I grew up and born and raised in Dayton, Ohio. You know.
What area?
Westwood area.
Oh, Westwood.
Westwood.
Yeah, Westwood.
Buddy. Yes, I'm telling you. Yep.
Westwood.
Yeah, so what school did you go to? You know what I'm saying? Like during that time.
Well, went to Westwood, went to Fairview, Ruskin. I was kind of bouncing all over the place. I had parents that kind of put me in and out of schools, you know, and stuff like that. But I graduated from Belmont, you know, went to Patterson. So just kind of been floating all over the city, you know.
Okay, Angel Walker, you also want to introduce the guest?
Sure. I'd like to introduce my daughter, Ashley, and my uncle, Perry.
Uncle Perry, the skate king.
Legendary.
Legendary skate
Roll
king.
with it. Yes. Roll with it.
Yes. So
Yes.
I owe everything that I am to him and his dad.
Wow.
You know, I wouldn't have this, the way I feel about the kids, as far as Dayton Urban Street Dance and listening to their voice, if it wasn't for his father who left a legacy for me. And now it's my turn and her turn to leave it to the next generation.
Absolutely.
They gave me a special name. Buddy Miles gave me a special name. They call me Master P.
Masterpiece.
That's what they call me. Master P.
Yes.
Okay.
Master P.
Master P.
That's what I
So,
said.
were there any other noticeable influences during that time, like besides the Mad Live?
Yes. Okay. So, like when I was growing up, you know, Sonny Richardson and Geraldine Blunden was ours because of the simple fact little kids of our color. You know, there wasn't very much dance things going on around in our city. So we only had one dance school at that time.
And which one was that?
Sonny Richardson School of Dance. And she closed down and moved to California. And when she did that, as you know, I mean, I love to dance. I was brokenhearted because at that time I was probably about 6 or 7, and I was just brokenhearted because there was nowhere else to go in the city of Dayton. But then Geraldine decided to open up Dayton Contemporary Dance Company, and then it opened up a whole new, brand new world for other dancers. Yeah.
So, go ahead.
Okay, and now because of the pandemic, you know, they had to shut that down.
Right.
So, you know, I just want to bring a whole new flavor. You know, we are a whole new vibe, a whole new generation. It's 2021. Let's get it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. So, during that time, was dancing like an escape for you back then when like you were younger?
Oh yeah, because you know, unfortunately, I grew up and I had a lot of. You know, it was a lot of molestation and a lot of trauma going on in my family. And at that time, you know, a lot of child abuse. Right. And at that time, I have an older brother. He's 15 years older than me. But, you know, with me being by myself, I had another family that stood in the gap for me because I had nowhere to go. And Daddy-O, which is his dad, is the one that took us in the neighborhood. And it was a few of us, little girls and little boys, that he took. And he took them faithfully skating every week.
Shout out to Daddy.
Gave us something to do, so we wouldn't be in the streets getting in trouble. Because what happens with people, with kids, is if they get in the streets, they get bored, and then they get into some whole kind of crazy. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So it's just time to channel that energy and make it something positive of it. You know?
Absolutely. I can speak more to that as well. I remember when I was growing up, we had Roosevelt Center where literally, I remember I was young. My mom would take me there to go swimming. My mom would take me there to learn karate. I ended up joining the AAU team playing basketball there. It kept us out of so much trouble. And the moment when they closed that down, you seen people from going to the center to hanging on the corner.
Right.
So like what you're doing is it pays dividends later. You know what I mean? Like it's not gonna be that instant gratification that like you think you're going to get. Because I'm pretty sure Roosevelt would have loved for us to get $1 for us to come in there. You know what I mean? But it was free, and it was something that benefited us to this day. Everybody I've seen that went to Roosevelt, their life has changed, and you can see the dividends paid in their future from that. So I want to commend you on that. So what you're doing right now is already legendary, because when you open your dance studio, you started with 2 girls, or was it 7?
I started with 2.
2 girls.
2 girls. Then 1 family. And I want to shout that out to the Dixons, Monica Dixon, and Michael Dixon, their family. That's the first family. They came to the library. They brought their kids, and even rain or shine, if nobody showed up, they was there. And it went from that to 72 kids. So basically it came from, these parents dropping these kids off at the library because they felt like the library was a babysitter, and I was in the library helping the librarians, and they was like, we don't know what to do, we pulling our head out. Man, these kids are acting crazy, they're everywhere. And I said, let me tell you, I got this. Let me use one of your community rooms. And guess what? That's how Dayton Urban Street Dance started.
Wow, that's legendary.
Yeah. So what I did was I put some books in there, I put some canned goods in there for the families that didn't have nothing to eat, and then people start walking in, volunteering, helping. My mom was the #1 T-shirt lady, registration lady, and everything. She was helping me out and everything, and I was kind of shocked because I didn't expect it to blow up like that.
Right.
You never expected, 1 or 2 kids. I'm thinking maybe 5. Okay, let me get these little kids out the way, and help them do something positive. And we did like model rockets, and we did like reading, tutoring, and all kind of stuff, and Legos and things like that, just to keep their hands busy instead of bleeding thumbs on the dang video games and stuff like that. So next thing you know, it blew up, and I'm here today.
Right. So like art has always been your outlet. I did a little bit of research on you.
Okay.
I did a little research on you, and I noticed that like you also are a great painter as well.
Yes.
You also do flower arrangements.
Yes.
So you kind of know more or less like the idle minds is kind of the devil's playground.
Yes.
Can you kind of speak to that?
Yes. So anytime, like I can speak for myself, because with me, art kept me off the street, writing, drawing, just trying to help nurses. Like I remember my daughter passed away just recently. I have a lot of strategy that's been going on,
Like say her name so we can.
Deja Capri Walker. It'll be almost a year. She passed away.
I'm sorry to hear that.
And
really sorry
she
to
was
hear
one
that.
of my biggest supporters, and she told me, she's like, Mom, I want to be the T-shirt lady, because my mom, she had passed away too. This COVID and all this other stuff is crazy.
Who was your mom?
So my mom's Vernetta Foster.
Okay.
And she had passed away, and she was the T-shirt lady and everything. And when I would go to these classes, I would be like, I can't do it no more, because I've just felt like my biggest supporters wasn't there, my daughter and my mom. And I was like, and all the kids, they just said, Miss Angel, when you gonna start this class up? Miss Angel, I need an art class. I need something to keep myself off the streets and everything. And I just couldn't do it. And the Lord just kept telling me, I almost gave
Oh
up.
my
But
God.
God.
But God,
But God.
tell them how.
Please.
Even she had
Okay.
she had even got her leg messed up, and she was going through like recovery and everything, and it was just like back to back things going on. This whole year was just crazy, and quarantine and not being able to have people together. And then it was just, I remember her calling me, I can't get motivated, and she was going through almost like a depressive state.
Y'all gonna make me cry, man.
And just the last thing was our sister passing away, and we broke down. The whole family came to the hospital. We were bawling, and I remember just not too long after that, Mom's like, Deja would want us to keep going,
Yes.
if
All day.
anything. And then next thing you know, Mama was on. She's like, I'm going to get this business started. She was motivated. She was ready, because the children need this change in Dayton to like blossom and bring us together as community. I mean,
Absolutely.
honestly.
Yes.
And I'm gonna tell you something that, I mean, like, you probably noticed, but you probably don't put a lot of, real estate in.
Mm-hmm.
The butterfly effect that you are affecting with these kids. It's not just these kids. Look at this beautiful, smart, intelligent lady right next to you. Okay? So you're not only being strong for yourself, you're being strong for others.
Amen. Y'all gonna have me crying again?
So,
Okay,
man,
I'm
that's
a crier,
legendary.
y'all. Okay.
I'm gonna cry too. Y'all gonna get me crying.
I'm gonna cry too. Damn,
but you know
I
what?
will cry too. man.
My logo is this. I mean, my motto is this. We're gathering the heartbeat of the city of Dayton through dancing and creative arts. The heartbeat is the children.
Yes.
Without the heartbeat, you're dead.
Right.
There is no future. The kids are our future. Okay? We owe this as adults. I mean, I know every adult in their childhood has had a spark
Absolutely.
where somebody did something, or maybe they learned how to do something and they just lit up and like, wow, this is something I want to do for the rest of my life.
Yes.
Okay, so in some of my classes, I don't care if we don't have drums.
Right.
I'm gonna take buckets.
Right.
Okay?
Decorate
And I'm gonna give me a whole bunch of
crafty.
drumsticks,
Yep.
and I'm gonna beat on there, because you know what? That creates a spark.
Right.
And then a fire. You feel me?
Absolutely.
Okay, so what happens is they're going to beat on there, and then eventually they're going to be like, okay, you know what? I want to play drums.
Right.
And drum line, there it is,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Okay? Or they might want to play guitar. They might not know how to play, but guess what? I can teach you the basic notes of guitars and everything, and then you can get out there and be like, oh man, I want to be like Prince, or I want to be like Jimi Hendrix, or I want to do this. We create the spark.
Oh my
okay?
God.
You know what I'm saying? And then like piano, the next John Legend is coming. Hello?
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's gonna be from Dayton.
There we go.
Hello? Not Springfield, Dayton. Hello?
I like that.
You
I
know
like
what I'm
that.
saying?
I like that.
It's just so many things you can do to be creative. And everybody want to put kids in a box. Okay, it's cookie cutter. Everybody do this. We do this. We do, no.
Sit down, be quiet, stay to the
Yeah.
side. No.
Right. No.
Right. Tell them.
I know, I work at daycare.
Oh, wow.
And then it's just so many, like, just the pandemic, bringing all the kids back, finally have them together and get creative. And I do painting with my kids as well, and art projects and science things. But just, people are so much just, keep the kids to the quiet side, keep them, like, I don't know. It's just letting them be able to be themselves and express themselves and be heard and get them out there, get them confident.
Using their God-given talents.
Absolutely.
Period. Just their God-given talents. Every child has something that especially if you all can relate. If you have kids, you can relate.
Absolutely.
Because they'll get in the kitchen and they'll do something funny and have you cracking up all day.
Yes.
Right?
And my first thought is, she can make it.
Yes.
She can be a star.
Yeah,
Right.
Like, man, everybody sees that opportunity for their child to be something great.
Yes.
And a lot of it is just kind of just like cultivating it. How far will you go? How much do you actually believe that your child can do it? And just the sacrifice is a part of it too, because you got to get uncomfortable. You might have to take your child to California. We in Dayton, but you might have to take them out there and stay out there, dig deep until they actually hit the lick that you're looking for. But a lot of times we just don't do it.
Right.
Because of
Life
what?
getting
A
in the
lack
way.
of it's actually a lack of faith.
Yes.
And that like everybody inhibits this lack of
Yes.
faith. It's not just you, and just because you you're not doing it, we ain't calling you out. But what we are saying is, if you did follow that idea that your child could be great and that they was going to be able to do whatever you think that they could do, and you actually followed up on that and didn't let up off of the pressure until it actually was achieved, you would hit your mark or get very close.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. You do.
Got to. If
And
you
yourself.
Don't believe in them, the world's gonna tear them apart.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're gonna lie to them. They're gonna do everything else. You've got to take that time to create that spark into your child.
So much
It's-
negativity.
Yeah, and it's funny that you said that because I'm so crazy because they know how crazy a mom I am. But when I seen my kids singing in the house, and I was like, okay, wait a minute, there's a little Michael Jackson.
Yeah. They like, is it me or do they sound good? Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute, Usher. All right, wait a minute.
Taking us to the talent shows.
I took them to all the talent shows.
Yeah.
They
So-
start winning the talent shows.
So is that where you met Tommy Owens Jr. was taking your kids to the talent shows?
No, actually, no. I met him. I used to go to school with him. Way
Okay.
back. He used to be in the talent show with me.
There we go. Tommy Jones inclusive. Tommy Jones.
When we were young, we all, it was a group of kids. We were like the movers and shakers, and we all did things. And we got up there, we did the talent shows in different places. He just kept going.
Yes.
Some of us just stopped.
Yes.
Like him.
Yeah.
You know
Yes.
what I'm saying? But it's funny because life comes full circle. So where I used to live, right across the street was his daughter, and I had no idea it was his daughter, or nothing like that. But me being who I am and how much I love children, he's got a lot of grandkids. So I was just catering to the grandkids in the neighborhood. So I made a community garden.
Oh.
And it started out with just my kids, my grandkids, and it started out 2 kids, and then to 22 kids in around my fence line, the whole fence line.
That's powerful.
Yes. So that tells me that the kids need something.
Yes.
Something. And as adults, we owe it to them to provide that something. And like I was saying before, I took my kids out to Nashville. Like he said, you got to travel where. I took them, they wanted to sing. So I took them out to Nashville. And they got to people who, Rocketown, Michael W. Smith, we took them out there to Danny Chambers' church, and they gave them free lessons, taught them guitar, piano, drums, all that. The whole skateboarding, the whole thing.
Wow.
And I was like, we need that in Dayton.
Yes, we do.
Hello? We need a center, a epicenter, a place. I love movies, and Honey is one of my favorite movies.
Yes, absolutely.
Because everybody's talking about, let's go to the center. But
Just
what
got
happened
about-
to our centers?
Right.
We need our
Yep.
centers back. You know what I'm saying? We need places that they can go that is a safe haven for children.
Right.
Everywhere.
Right.
And so I'm starting out a little bit. We are a fun-sized dance studio, but I'm starting it from my house and all the libraries.
Here we go.
So, hey, we're doing online. We're doing it at the main hub at my house. Then we're turning around and doing it at all the library branches, Trotwood, Vandalia, and downtown, and Philadelphia. So let me tell you, we got people that are volunteering to help with this mission.
There we go.
Just to get the kids setting the roots.
There we go.
Setting the roots. Yep, setting the roots.
So speaking of roots, you're also rooted to a very prominent person named Joyce Betty. Can you give us a little bit of that?
Oh, Lord. Yes. Well, Joyce Betty, if anybody don't know that name, I'm going to tell you, she was, when Obama was going for the election, his wife came out in her white dress. And there was this beautiful African-American lady that came out on the platform, on the stage, to give a speech. And she had the same exact white dress. And that is Joyce Betty. She is my cousin. She's the senator of Ohio. One of the senators used to be of Ohio, and now she is the president of the Black Caucus. So, yes, when it comes to leaving a legacy, let me tell you, there's a scripture talking about a cloud of witnesses. Okay? You know what? A lot of people in your family, if you think they're rooting for you, they've
Yes.
gone on and they passed on. But they are a cloud of witnesses rooting on for you.
The ancestors.
You know what I'm saying? Our ancestors are rooting on. And all of my ancestors, my grandmother, my great-grandmother, all my aunties, they all were business owners and entrepreneurs and stuff like that. And so that's why I got the bug and I got bit. Now, it might have took me a while to get it going. But, you know, the whole point is if you're out there and you're trying to start a small business, don't stop. I don't care if you don't have the funding or what. You know, I didn't have a dime. But guess what? I went to YouTube. I taught myself how to make my own YouTube channel. I taught myself how to make my own website, how to make my own business card. Guess what? If you take 2 steps forward, God will He'll make the way for you to get it done. Okay?
I like to say that there's no roadblocks on the righteous path. I like to say that every single day is my mantra.
Right.
Speaking of which, she has a very good fundraiser. The link is inside the description. If not, it'll be inside the comment section on the T-shirt fundraiser. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Dayton Street Den. You know, you help raise a child, help keep them to smiling, and help them out of trouble and off the streets. That's what these T-shirts are about. If you can, just pick up one, pick up a couple of them, give one to somebody else. We need to spread the word. You know what? We've got to gather our young people. We've got to do that. You know? So, yes, hit the link, purchase one, and then pass one on to someone else.
One of the things that I admire in people is the selflessness of people, because, you know, as myself, like you attended my class when I taught people stocks and stuff like that. To me, you give more to people than giving them money. When you give somebody something for free, you give them an opportunity for them to, you know, take that opportunity to like do something with it. So can you please speak to how important it is for you to do it for free? And that's why the fundraiser is out there. So you can at least have a physical T-shirt to actually show your support and also give support. Can you please speak more to the reason why you do it for free, just out the selflessness of your heart?
Yeah, because I just, you know, you got to sell for where you're going, you know, and a lot of times I never charge for a dance class.
Right.
I never charge for an art class. I never charge to join the community garden. I never charge to do anything. Sometimes you have to give a part of yourself to receive. It's better to give than to receive.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And when you do that, to me, my payment is just seeing the kids light up.
Exactly.
Just seeing them just light up. You know, that sparkle in that eye. Or, perfect example, okay? You know, like I said, those busy hands. Okay, I have a lot of children who are going through so much like what I went through. You know, they might have an abusive situation at home and they need an outlet.
Right.
So I took a whole bunch of Legos that was just around the house in a big tub, and I took it to the library and dumped it on the table. And I said, okay, this is Lego Day. And our young boys, that's
The builders of the world.
the young boys, especially the young black boys, we need to get them focused. And that's what I did. It took Legos to do that. It started out, like I said, 1 or 2 kids. Then next you know, you got 12, 13 kids. They, from just Legos, that builds relationships.
Yes.
Yeah.
And connections.
Yes.
And then they become brothers.
Yes.
And from that point, my son, to this day, because like I said, I was in an abusive marriage before, and I got a new dude, Sean Walker. What? Love him. Shout out to my husband, because ladies, you gotta have a man that motivates you.
Yep.
You gotta have a man that's on your mission.
Say
okay?
that.
Say that. So, like I said, my son, he had a lot of, I call it PSD issues. Okay, so got the Legos, got the one little boy, and he was coming in, they worked together. Next thing you know, now they all growed up together, and they're friends for life.
There we go.
They're friends for life. They're brothers for life. Those relationships, you know, that they're going to stick together. Okay?
Long lasting.
Because sometimes family is not always your blood.
That's
Okay? Say that.
Say that.
So I can keep preaching.
Yeah, it's all, I want to tell you, what you're saying is going to inspire someone. You are sowing a seed for somebody else to harvest. And that's what your whole like, to me, your whole mission has been that. Also, like, what is dope?
Dope. Oh, okay. So, you know, my dance classes, they got, you know, some unique names. So I have Vibe, Vibe is basically is hip hop ballet, and dope is doing ordinary people exercises with a remix.
There we go.
So all those little TikTok videos with the little look like gang signs or whatever they be doing.
Yeah.
You know what? We take that, and we use that, and we add this, and we add the street, and then we mix it all together, and it's dope.
There we go.
That's what we call dope.
So
And then I got the click too.
Okay.
The click is tap dance,
Okay.
Gregory Hines style. Savion Glover style.
Okay.
Bojangles style. Okay.
Yeah.
So we gonna teach you about your legacy and everything that you've been going through. So, you got to know where you've been to know where you're going. Okay. So.
Yeah. It's one thing I want to say is like we first come here, you were so humble and it's right there. But when you talk about your dance studio, you are so lit. Like you see the love from your head to your toe.
Yeah, the passion.
Passion there.
Oh, y'all
that
gonna
is going.
cry.
I'm telling you, that is going to feed. I'm telling you, that is going to feed. That is going to place so much. Speaking of which, you are in a very opportune situation right now because you look for funding.
Yes.
My brother wrote a book on starting your own business. Can you give her a couple ways that she possibly could obtain funding?
Man, most definitely. And this is for you and anybody else that's going to be watching. Funding, one cool way to get funding without having to have a lot of credit is through Shopify. If you got a Shopify store, all of your sales that you get, Shopify just basically keeps a log of it, right? And just over time, they start seeing what you're doing, and then they'll give you offers. And after a while, they'll offer you $3,000 and then $5,000, and then you pay it back. You don't have to pay it back like a monthly fee. They just take it out of your sales, right? And then once you pay it back, they give you some more, and you pay that back, and they give you some more, and pay it back, and it can get up there up to $1 million, and that's without having any business credit, any personal credit, anything. It's just strictly based off your sales, and then you just pay them back.
Absolutely.
By just
So with your t-shirt fundraiser, I know you're using an exclusive website, but you may want to talk to T-shirt
King.
King.
I also got one thing that I also established was an affiliate link with Shopify, and so you could use our affiliate link as just like a recommendation from us. You know how affiliate programs work.
Amen.
Yep, and then that'll kind of get you off and running. They got all kind of different themes, updated themes. They got some stuff for free. You want to spend a little bit of money to, make your shop look exactly the way that you want. If a free one doesn't look exactly the way that you want, but they got all different type of apps and different stuff with Shopify in order to make your user experience good. Man, I love Shopify.
Oh, wow.
I've had WordPress websites and they work good,
Yes.
but for whatever reason, once I got my Shopify, I think that it handled my e-commerce really well.
Yeah.
And I've been rolling with them for probably about 6 or 7 years now, and it's been good. It's been definitely good, Square is another business that'll do that for you too.
Okay.
So if you accept payments through Square, they say, okay, cool, she's taking credit card payments, she's getting money. They'll also give you money. PayPal does the same thing. So all of these different pretty much payment gateways, POS, or ways to track orders, all of these different companies like that, they'll all give you funding for your business without you having any personal credit or business credit.
Absolutely. And also, I'm going to give you my way that you can also make, so you get funding for your business. One of the people don't think about is GoFundMe. Like everybody think GoFundMe is like somebody die or certain. No, you can get a GoFundMe to start your business. You can say, well, I'm starting this, project and that third. I need this X amount of money. If you get to your goal, then you get it. My brother Smed was talking about building a basketball rim out there, like just for the community. So he went on his Facebook wall and said, hey, I'm taking this certain amount of donations, and you can get it directly straight out. Another way you can do it is called Start Engine. Start Engine is where you can get investors from all around the world to invest in that. But with that, you would probably need a little bit more structuring to tell them, ROI, which is return on investment, stuff like that, to where, like you may have to, which will go against our principle of doing it free, but you may have to get some type of funding from the community in order to pay back that money that you need to get started. You start engine for that. Kickstarter is another one. It's identical the same way. So you're not by yourself. You have a multitude of people at your hands who are utilizing these. So I'm telling you right now, thank you for coming on today for, the voice of our community. Our community, you know what I mean? Take ownership over our community.
Our community.
So thank you so much for coming on here. Is there anything else you want to say about the future of the urban street dance?
Sure. I got one more thing to say. Okay. I was at my daughter's birthday party, and we hang at Island Park a lot because of the dome.
Island Park. Love
Okay.
Island Park.
The kids, they migrate to the stage because of the dome. And we were putting everything in the car, and all of a sudden, these kids go, hey, can you turn around? And we're like, what? She's like, can you watch us for just 1 second? So, okay, 1 second. That's 1 second, right?
Right.
Okay? It don't take nothing out of your day to stop and pay attention to a kid, okay?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Because you don't know what kids remember.
Yes.
Okay? And you can make an impact on a child real easy, and it takes seconds.
Yep.
Okay? Me and my husband turned around, and they said, can you watch us just for a couple seconds? We're trying to do a performance, and I want you to see what we're doing. And we're like, okay. So we sat there and we watched them. This kid, he backflipped from one end of the stage to the other end of the stage.
Yeah.
Oh my
Okay?
God.
Backflip.
Yeah.
I mean some Simone Biles stuff. Backflip.
That's some
Right.
I mean 10 in a row.
Right.
I was like,
Right.
okay. When he got done, guess what his question was?
What?
Am I good enough? That brought a tear to my eye.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm trying not to cry.
Yeah.
But I want our kids and they to know that they are good enough.
No. Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
And
Yes.
that it's worth our time to stop
Mm-hmm.
and pay attention to them
Yes.
That's right.
and do something about it.
Yes.
Because those kids one day are going to be the leaders in this community.
Yes.
They're going to be the leaders in this community. And we need our children to step up to the plate,
Yes.
especially our young brothers.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
And I commend what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying?
Thank
I
you.
commend what y'all
Thank
doing.
you so much.
Thank you.
See,
sis.
somebody lit a spark in your life.
Yes.
And somebody lit a spark in your life. And somebody out there is about to light a spark in your life.
Yep. You just did it today. I swear you did it today.
See, I'm trying not to cry.
I was gonna get Uncle Perry some light. So you have a special night where you teach skating.
Yes, Saturdays.
Saturday Skate World. Then every Thursday week on Thursday they have adult skates up there, and we roll up there on Thursday with the adults, and then see Saturday is for like family, kids, whatever, and it's a lot of kids. They pay attention to you. They look at you and say, "Oh, I like that." They come up to you, and grown folks too come up to you and say, "I like what you're doing. We enjoy watching you skate.
Yeah.
We enjoy, some of them say, well, we can't skate, but it's like an entertainment with anything you want to do.
Right.
You do it the best you can. And once you keep doing it for years, it becomes, they say, you make it look so easy.
Right.
I said, well, I had a lot of uncles that passed away, my father and uncles, and that's what they did. We was right behind them. And this young lady right here, when she was probably about, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 years old, she, we all grew up in the same neighborhood. She was like right across the street from us. And she used to hang with us. And when I get on the skate floor, she used to hold on to my belt buckle. And I'll pull her along. And that's how she become the skater what she is today too. And my mother, when she back in the day, she used to, babysit a lot of neighbors and the kids in the neighborhood. She was one of them, and we just love children and kids, and brought this lady up out there with us, and that's why she can't wait to get back on them wheels.
Oh
now.
yeah. We also did not say about she came in here all the way
Oh
in.
yeah, absolutely.
And she has a injury. Can you talk about the injury like you got?
Hey, Scooter over here.
Yeah, all I see was handlebars, and I'm like,
It's over there. The
she's
blue
on a
and
bike
black.
here. Like,
It's over there, blue and black.
Ah, man, that's all right, bro.
Ain't nothing gonna stop her now.
legendary.
Nothing
ain't
gonna
no
stop
stopping
it.
me.
Ain't no stopping it.
stopping me. No knee scooter,
Yeah.
no crutch, no cane, no nothing. They told me I would have 6 months to a year to walk again. And here I am doing a dance studio on a knee scooter. But you know what? Nothing is impossible with God.
There we go.
All things. Yes.
Because
Oh,
if
yes.
you can't do it, He gonna bring the people to help you to it.
There we go.
Okay?
Yep.
So
There we
I'm
go.
just trying to tell you what. So just stay high for Jesus and know that
Absolutely.
everything gonna work out.
Everything.
No matter what the obstacles, He's gonna help you get through it. But yeah, I stepped in a ditch at the cemetery, y'all.
Oh,
man.
wow.
My cousin that passed away, and I got a little excited, kind of hysterical, and started running through the cemetery and boom, fell right there, and I crushed all the bones in my foot.
Think about it. You didn't realize it though.
I didn't even
You
realize
realized
it.
she broke it.
Tell him.
Several months.
Yeah,
She was having this,
I'm walking
pain.
on it, thought it was a sprained ankle.
Yeah.
And then I went and got an X-ray, and they
Now
said,
she got
"Oh,
rods in
bones
her
are
in her
gone."
foot.
I got
Yeah,
rods,
yeah.
plates, screws, all that. But guess what? The doctor said it's gonna take me 6 months to a year to walk. Guess what? I went on YouTube.
YouTube
I
University.
rehabilitated my own self. Said, okay, my injury is this, and what did y'all do to get through this? Okay, you know what? Because sometimes you have to be self-sufficient.
Yes.
Yep.
You can't listen to the report of, the devil or anybody else trying to tell you some
Negative.
stuff, because they could just deter your dream or your passion or whatever you're trying to do in life. Yeah. That's not the end. So I went on there and I started rehabilitating myself, and now I'm walking with a cane.
There we go.
See? So,
Yeah.
Yep. So.
So y'all drop it on social media so people can get in contact with y'all.
Yes. Okay. My website is www.DaytonUrbanStreetDanceLive, and then my email is DaytonUrbanStreetDanceFamily@gmail.com. You can register and sign up at 937-977.
No, it's 937-963-7742.
I'm sorry. Yeah. See, I'm that little camera guy, but yeah. So come and see me. Come and see me. I'm so excited, and I just want to do something good in the community. Okay.
All right.
It's been a blessing.
Yes.
It's been an inspiration to have y'all here. Thank
Yes.
Thank you.
And thank you for all my intercessors and people who have helped me along the way. Just pray